Baby, let's go!
Turn your TV on. Listen to DBS on Digicel TV Channel 50 and Flow TV Channel 951.
Some people spend their money on expensive applications, but I prefer a tropical flair that suits my satisfaction. To say girls love luxury is so obsolete. Women really love a cozy home.
Caribbean lifestyle.
Draped in linen kind of home, colors, fabrics, and rhinestones. What a combination.
Caribbean lifestyle.
Flowers, prints that wow the eye. Readily available at Caribbean Lifestyles. Durable, comfortable, at prices incomparable. Women really love a cozy home. At Caribbean Lifestyles, multi-drapes, chair covers, curtains, bedwear, rugs, and vase with different shapes. Come to Caribbean Lifestyles, upstairs LA Dupini Fabric Store, where quality is affordable.
Caribbean Lifestyles.
The Nation Station, DBS Radio, says thank you to you and to everyone for choosing the Nation Station, DBS Radio.
DBS News. Fresh in the morning. Eye-opening and balanced. The DBS Morning News starts right now.
Good morning. In the headlines, the Registrar of Cooperatives in Dominica issues an order placing the league under administrative supervision. Barbados' classrooms to get creative as education reform continues. French Prime Minister Sébastien Lecornu resigns after less than a month. The details in a moment.
Are you tired of having the same boring breakfast every morning? Well, Monflake Oats is the healthy and perfect solution just for you. Make your breakfast exciting by adding Monflakes to your pancakes, parfait, or even milkshake. Monflake can be found in different sizes and available in granola, such as Caribbean or Hawaiian. Stop worrying about what to prepare for your breakfast, dessert, snack, or even dinner. Monflake is the best addition to your meal. Grab yourself a bag today.
Locally distributed by Fine Foods Inc. and available island-wide.
Since 1910, HHV Whitchurch and Company Limited has proudly served Dominica, offering a wide variety of products and services in shipping, logistics, insurance, travel, retail, and wholesale. We are committed to serve you. Contact us today at 767-255-1100 or visit us at our main office on Old Street, Roseau. From humble beginnings to proud achievements, HHV Whitchurch and Company Limited.
Petro Caribe. Tank installation is part of our mission. Excellent client support is what we got. Contribution to development of Dominica. Supply of LPG at an affordable rate. Let's go. Petro Caribe straight. No time to waste. So come on everyone with me to Petro Caribe. 250 gallon propane tank. 420 pound propane tank. 100 pound LPG cylinder. Petro Caribe. 20 pound fiberglass cylinder. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe.
DBS News.
We thank you for joining us this morning. I am Ivona John Baptist Luge with the morning news. The Registrar of Cooperatives in Dominica has issued an order placing the league under administrative supervision effective October 1, 2025. The decision has been taken to ensure the stability of the league and to facilitate a review of its operations. The board of directors is suspended and Ms. Annelle Lewis has been appointed as the administrator and will assume full control of the society's daily operations and management. All correspondence and inquiries regarding the society's affairs should be directed to the administrator at 225-35 3-1. The membership and the public are assured that the action is taken in the best interest of the Dominica Cooperative Societies League Limited and its members. The Office of the Registrar says it remains committed to the principles of good governance and the long-term health of the cooperative sector. In more news, Chief Executive Officer of Discover Dominica Authority, Marva Williams, believes that a memorandum of understanding signed with tourism officials in Barbados last week will move Dominica's tourism to new levels. The memorandum of understanding will see the two countries cooperate in several areas.
The government of Dominica and the Barbados, through its destination marketing arm, the Discover Dominica Authority and the Barbados Tourism Marketing Inc., respectively, have entered into a memorandum of understanding to cement a step towards strengthening the appeal of both countries to promote sustainable tourism and to develop new vacation experiences for travelers. The MOU will establish a joint framework for cooperation, heavily focus on marketing, share of knowledge, exchange of ideas, and enhancing visitors' experience across both the destinations. This collaboration is especially timely as the Caribbean continues to attract travelers from Europe, the United Kingdom, the United States, and Latin America who are seeking diverse and enriching unique experiences. Moving forward, a joint working group will oversee the implementation of the MOU. The intention is to monitor the development of a detailed action plan to ensure that the partnership achieves its objectives, to provide biannual progress, to optimize where needed, and to ensure that the economic value is seen for both countries. This MOU is also timely with the launch of the Reimagine tourism project from the Caribbean Tourism Organization, and Dominica and Barbados will be shining examples of what it is to stand as a unified front to speak and to take into action that One Sea, One Voice, One Caribbean initiative.
Chief Executive Officer of Discover Dominica Authority, Marva Williams. Dominica's beekeepers have dominated and proven excellence on the regional stage by winning an impressive 10 awards at the 2025 OECS Honey Show in St. Kitts. The Dominican contingent showed excellence across multiple categories, reflecting the diversity and quality of the products. First place awards were claimed in the following categories: Light Amber Honey, Nathaniel Lovell; Chunk Honey, Nathaniel Lovell; Beeswax Block, Terry Henry Lovell; Commercial Product, Terry Henry Lovell. Second place awards in Medium Amber Honey, Nathaniel Lovell; Photography, Kia Kazimi; Honey Cake, Erica Burnett Biscom. Third place awards, Beeswax Candles, Terry Henry Lovell; Commercial Products, Honey, Nathaniel Lovell; and in the mid category, Nathaniel Lovell. The National Beekeepers Cooperative Societies Limited highlights that these awards not only celebrate individuals, but also reflect the strength of Dominica's beekeeping community, which has grown through training, cooperation, and the shared vision of excellence. The National Beekeepers Cooperative extends congratulations to all the awardees and reaffirms its commitment to strengthen the apiculture industry, promoting sustainability, and ensuring that Dominica's honey and bee products remain recognized among the best in the Caribbean and international markets. More news this morning. Dominica's Creole and Cultural Ambassador Leroy Waddix Charles is to receive a major award in Miami in January 2026. He's been recognized during the Haitian Music Awards.
I am elated and deeply honored to have been selected as a recognition award recipient at the 10th prestigious Haitian Music Awards, taking place on Saturday, January 10th, 2026, at the Littman Performing Arts Theater, North Miami Beach, Florida. This Compa Recognition Award is a profound acknowledgement of over 4 decades of dedicated, undiluted, and consistent work in promoting cultural exchange, strengthening bonds between Dominica and the Haitian Compa community, and celebrating the shared rhythms and heritage of our Creole world. The prestigious Haitian Music Awards is one of the leading platforms honoring excellence in Haitian music and culture. I am humbled to be recognized alongside distinguished honorees and artists such as Robert Chalot of Top Vice, who actually nominated me, Cubano of Skasha, Claude Masler of DP Express and Jakut, Serge Rochelle of Schlushle, Tatan of Lacole, and other compa legends. I extend heartfelt thanks to Kirby Laville and the PHMA Committee, the City of North Miami Beach, committee members, cultural leaders, Francis Soli and Wadi Koli, WCMF, DBS Radio, the Creole family who have walked this journey with me, especially the Dominican, Martinique, and Guadeloupe communities. I have also served as PRO of the Dominica Haitian Association and for several years promoted the Haitian Flag Day in Dominica. This award is really dear to me, and I look forward to proudly representing Dominica at this special event on January 10th, 2026.
Yole and Cultural Ambassador Leroy Wadix Charles. Education Minister Octavia Alfred says Dominica is grateful for the contribution of teachers in development. Her statement came as Dominica observed World Teachers' Day on Friday under the theme, "The transformation of education begins with teachers."
It reminds us that no reform, no innovation, no progress in education can succeed without the heart, the wisdom, and dedication of teachers. Around the world, education systems are evolving at a pace we have never before experienced. The rise of digital learning, the demands for new skills, the pressing social and environmental challenges of our time, all require that education be more adaptive, more inclusive, and more transformative. Yet, no matter how ambitious our policies, no matter how modern our infrastructure, the true agents of change remain the teachers who stand in the front of our classrooms every day. You are the ones who turn policy into practice, who transform curriculum into life experiences, and who shape students not only into workers for tomorrow, but into citizens for today. The engine of transformation is not simply policy, curriculum, or infrastructure. It is you, our teachers. You are the ones who ignite curiosity, nurture character, and open doors of opportunity for every child.
The Education Minister says, however, there are challenges facing the teaching profession, but teachers have shown resilience over the years.
Teachers across the world are being asked to do more than ever before, adapting to new technologies, meeting diverse learning needs, addressing social issues, and often doing so with limited resources. Despite these challenges, you continue to show resilience, creativity, and a deep sense of duty. You stand as role models of commitment and sacrifice. For that, we owe you not only our gratitude, but also our unwavering support. We are living in an age of rapid digital transformation. Technology is reshaping the way we teach, learn, and communicate. But while computers can deliver information, only teachers can inspire understanding. While artificial intelligence can process data, only teachers can instill values, empathy, and resilience. The transformation we seek in education begins not in machines, but in the human touch of the classroom, your voice, your example, your guidance. As a ministry, we remain committed to strengthening the teaching process and to support you, our teachers, in this noble task. Our vision for education reform is not complete without investment in teacher training, professional development, and fair recognition.
Education Minister Octavia Alfred. A new event for Point Michelle has been launched. Creole Ragfest, an initiative of former First Serenade frontman Rohi, is set for October 21, 22, and 23 at Pore in Point Michelle. Chairperson of the Point Michelle Village Council, Ronelia Williams, has endorsed the event.
As chairperson of the Point Michelle Village Council, I am eagerly looking forward to seeing our vendors proudly display their rags alongside the delicious local dishes that reflect the true hospitality and generosity Point Michelle offers to every visitor and homeowner. Lapwet is indeed best when it comes to our local cuisine. I am equally excited to witness our talented musicians and dancers showcase traditional music and dances. These are the heartbeat of our community's culture. Lapwet, as we affectionately call it, proudly welcomes Roy back with this wonderful Rag Fest, an initiative that will not only present opportunities for social gathering, but one that will also generate revenue in our community. It is my belief that this will be an incredible celebration that can hopefully be repeated annually by the grace of God.
Chairperson of the Point Michelle Village Council, Ronelia Williams, communications specialist at Discover Dominica Authority, Monel Alexis, says Creole Rag Fest will be an added attraction for Dominicans during the Creole season.
Something special is unfolding in Dominica this Creole season. For the very first time, the vibrant coastal and fishing community of Point Michelle will make history by hosting the inaugural Creole Rag Fest from October 21st to Thursday, October 23rd. This new celebration promises 3 unforgettable nights of music, culture, and community spirit. More than just an event, Creole Rag Fest marks the beginning of a new cultural tradition, one that is led by our people, rooted in our community, and shared with the world. At the heart of this initiative is Roy, one of Dominica's most exciting rising stars and the driving force behind the Creole Rag Fest. Through his vision and dedication, Roy has curated a stellar lineup of performers, promising high energy, authentic Creole vibes, and world-class experience in the heart of his community.
And that was Monel Alexis, communications specialist at Discover Dominica Authority. Manager of DBS Radio, Cecil Joseph, says DBS is proud to collaborate with the organizers of the Creole Rag Fest.
When the invitation was given to DBS Radio through Rui Williams, I immediately took advantage to be part and parcel of an event which will not only bear fruits for Rui, but it will eventually bear fruits for the whole of Dominica. When we hear the word rag, those of us who are old enough would understand the value of rag. So some of us were brought up understanding what rags did for us. It clothed us. Yes, to some, it may have dwindled the pride, but for many, it has given us a reason to survive. And based on that, DBS Radio saw the need of helping in the promotion, the advertising, and making the awareness to the rest of Dominica and the region of a new fete. We will remember also when the World Creole Music Festival came on board, that it was a new fete in 1997. Today, it is an established fete.
And that was manager of DBS Radio, Cecil Joseph. From the region, Barbados' classrooms are set to move beyond memorizing facts and repeating lessons. Instead, students will be encouraged to explore ideas, work in teams, use technology, and learn by doing. It is all part of a national push towards more interactive, student-driven education announced by Minister of Educational Transformation, Chad Blackman. Speaking under the theme, Nothing is Impossible, Blackman said the country must leave behind rote learning and embrace approaches that spark creativity, curiosity, and real-world skills. The education minister believes that reforms are not just about the present, but about preparing children for an unpredictable future. Chief Education Officer Dr. Ramona Archer Bradshaw also emphasized that transformation is not only about new policies or classrooms, but also about ensuring that children feel loved, included, and guided. France's Prime Minister Sébastien Lecornu has resigned less than a day after his cabinet was unveiled. He said the conditions were not fulfilled for him to carry on as Prime Minister and criticized the unwillingness by political parties to reach compromises. The Élysée Palace made the announcement after Lecornu met President Emmanuel Macron for an hour on Monday. The shock move comes only 26 days after Lekonu was appointed Prime Minister following the collapse of the previous government of Francois Bayrou. Parties across the board in the National Assembly had fiercely criticized the composition of Lekonu's cabinet, which was largely unchanged from Bayrou's, and threatened to vote it down. That's news. Sports is next.
Yummy. Yummy. Looking for something sweet, chewy, delicious, or even crunchy? We've got you covered. Mars and Wrigley's products are the perfect pick for all your sweet tooth cravings. Available in M&M's, Twix, Milky Way, Snickers, Skittles, and even gummies. So next time your cravings are at an all-time high, choose Mars and Wrigley's.
Available at Fine Foods Inc. distribution or your favorite supermarket island-wide.
Since 1910, HHV Whitchurch and Company Limited has proudly served Dominica, offering a wide variety of products and services in shipping, logistics, insurance, travel, retail, and wholesale. We are committed to serve you. Contact us today at 767-255-1100 or visit us at our main office on Old Street, Roseau. From humble beginnings to proud achievements, HHV Whitchurch and Company Limited.
Petro Caribe. Tank installation is part of our mission. Excellent client support is what we got. Contribution to development of Dominica. Supply of LPG at an affordable rate. Let's go. Petro Caribe straight. No time to waste. So come on everyone with me to Petro Caribe. 250 gallon propane tank. 420 pound propane tank. 100 pound LPG cylinder. Petro Caribe. 20 pound fiberglass cylinder. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe.
Covering the nation and beyond. DBS Sports Report.
Rudolph Thomas Enterprise in Portsmouth, your suppliers of building materials and hardware products. Over 20 years experience in the business. Rudolph Thomas has lumber and plywood, Portland and tile cement, steel rods, galvanized and fence pipe. And Rudolph Thomas can meet all your wire needs. Galvanized roofing sheets, doors, windows, toilet sets, face basins, and bidets. PVC piping, fittings, and lattice. Check out Rudolph Thomas for ceramic and vinyl floor and wall tiles, nails, nuts and bolts, paint and painting supplies. And check out their line of electrical and hand tools. And Rudolph Thomas is your one-stop shop for hard-to-find items like fiberglass mat and fiberglass resin and welding rods. Go now to Rudolph Thomas on 1240 Bay Street in Portsmouth.
Here's a quick tip from NBD.
A quick tip from the National Bank of Dominica Limited. Scammers may send fake emails or texts. Remember, NBD will never ask you to reset your more banking password or share your card PIN, CVV, or other sensitive information this way. Stay alert. Stay secure. When in doubt, contact NBD, your partner, your bank.
Welcome to the Morning Sports Report. We kick off with football news. Promex Harlem United winger Brandel Richards and Sagicor Southeast striker Deron James have been rewarded for their strong play in the last DFA Premier League season, as they have been called up for training for the men's senior national football team as Dominica prepares for the CONCACAF series in November. Deron James was the second leading scorer in the last Premier League. Richards was one of the more exciting wingers in the last campaign. They are part of an over 30-man training squad called up by the technical staff of the men's senior national football team. The squad includes 9 players from the 3-time champions Central Cooperative Credit Union Dubla FC team and reads Jerome Burkard, Jahim Coffey, Brielle Thomas, Marcus Bredas, Giovanni Xavier, Corbin Paul, Travis Joseph, Savio Anselm, and Odell Laville. From We United FC, Dale Dangleben, Jarek Parker, Philson Lockhart, Alson Gasper, Leanne Edwards, and Tori Christmas. From the Roosevelt's carried Bombers FC, Jalen Johnville, Orion Hyacinth, Rion Cuffey, Davon George, and Antoine Larocque. Representing the Belfast Estates Maho Soccer Strikers, Dante Challenger, Clemson Isaac, Nick Anthony, Jan Timothy, and Jan Buston. From Petro-Caribe Point Michel, Kyle Dalsall and Ethan Doctrove. From Promex Harlem FC, Dante Newton and Brandel Richards. From Connect 767, Courts Ready Cash, East Central, Nathan Newton. Representing Sajiko Southeast FC, Deron James, Kimani Rodney, and Javid George. From Bath State FC, Eustace Marshall, and from St. Joseph FC, Philip Matthew and Rashid Wallace. The squad will also be boosted by a number of players who are currently overseas. The CONCACAF series will take place in St. Kitts in November. Dominica has been grouped with French St. Martin, Dutch St. Martin, Belize, and St. Kitts. The national team will hold its first training session tonight. Former DFA Premier League side Bath State FC are just 2 wins away from a return to the Premier League after they hammered Marigot FC to book a spot in the quarter-finals of the DFA Division 1 League on the weekend. Bath State, who were relegated last season, continued with their undefeated run in the Division 1 League, cruising to victory in their round of 16 matchup, taking the match 7-1 to advance to the quarter-finals. Meantime, Kalibishi FC and Do It Center Mighty Avengers also advanced to the quarterfinals with wins on the weekend. Kalibishi FC defeated ACS Tarish United, while Do It Center Mighty Avengers defeated Warner FC 1-0. Also punching a ticket to the quarterfinals are Northside FC and South City. Northside beats Derby Boys 2-1 at the Benjamin's Park last night, while Southside edged out Exodus 2-1 last night at the DFA Technical Center. Noah Joseph scored both goals for South City, while Evenso Estevan scored for Exodus. The teams advancing to the quarters so far are RC Doctors, Bath State FC, Kalibishi FC, Northside FC, the Do It Center Mighty Avengers, Fokole FC, and South City FC. The final round of 16 matches between St. Joseph and Wayne George Academy is set for Tuesday. The sports division will kick off its first school sporting activity for the school year with the start of the secondary schools football tournament today. The football action will get underway with the under-15 tournament, and the defending champions, the Castleborough Secondary School, will get the ball rolling. The defending champions will come up against their Dominica Grammar School. That game is set for 2:30 at the DFA Technical Center. In the other match this afternoon, the same schools will also do battle in the under-20 division from 3:30. We move on now to cricket news. West Indies captain Ruston Chase says the team has to find ways to improve as they look to square their 2-match test series with India. His comments as the West Indies were pounded by an innings and 140 runs inside 3 days in the first test. The Windies managed only 146 runs in their second innings. Alec Athanaze top scored with 38. Justin Greaves got 25. Jadeja picked up 4 for 54. Muhammad Siraj 3 for 31. The final scores: West Indies 162 and 146. India 448 for 5 declared. India won by an innings and 140 runs. West Indies captain Ruston Chase.
Even you win the toss on bat first and you get bowled up for 160 odd, especially within the first day, it's always going to be tough to come back from that. And then obviously they scored a lot of runs, so yeah, it was not a performance that we were looking for. I mean, obviously we have to bat better. I think especially in India you have to put a big first innings total on the board, especially with the ball spinning and pitch deteriorating and going to the 4th and 5th day. I think that's where we really fall down. That's something we need to look at.
India got a very good first innings. Would you have done anything different? Just going by what happened with the taking of the second new ball, it was delayed quite a bit. Would you have done anything differently over there?
I didn't think the timing was off. I just thought that when we did take the second new ball, we didn't make the batsman play enough. With that hard new ball, I think we need to test the batsman technique a bit more, try to see if we can nick them off and probably bowl a bit more at the stumps.
A lot of time to introspect between now and the second test match. What are the other areas where you would like to improve?
Well, the batting is the main problem. I mean, you only have 2 batsmen out there at the time, and in the field you have all 11 players out there, so it's a bit easier as a fielding unit and a bowling unit. But I think it's just for the batsmen out there to form those partnerships. I think we probably didn't even get any 50-run partnerships, and in cricket it's partnerships whether you're batting or bowling. I just think we need to string some batting partnerships together, and that will make it easier for us.
West Indies captain Roston Chase. The Isulu Kati Bombers are into the finals of the Kalinago Premier League as they picked up a comfortable win over the defending champs PR Thunder Kings in the first qualifier at the Jolly Jones Park on Sunday. Thunder Kings batted first and posted only 126. Gian Benjamin got 48. Mario Lucian picked up 2 for 19 and Wayne Ogis 2 for 21 for the Bombers. The Bombers replied with 127 for 3, winning by 7 wickets. The West Indies under-19 player Ursino Fontaine got 49. Owen Burton took 1 for 19 and Michael Joseph 1 for 18. The Thunder Kings will have a second shot at the finals as they will play the BA Grinders in the second qualifier. And Cricket West Indies Director of Cricket Miles Bascom says one of the main criteria to qualify for a retainer contract was the likelihood of representing West Indies during the current cycle. His comments after the Windies announced international retainer contracts for 15 players this week. A number of players, including Dominica's Kavim Hodge, Joshua Da Silva, Tevin Imlach, and Craig Brathwaite, were overlooked.
With regards to international retainer contracts, the primary consideration for the award of international retainer contracts is the likelihood of being a part of West Indies teams in the upcoming contract period. So it's purely on the likelihood to play. But what we must also remember is that our contract framework it goes beyond just international retainer contracts. We have 90 regional franchise contracts. So all of the players that would have been in that exercise where we were searching for a West Indies test captain, 3 of them, as you mentioned, would be in the international retainer contract list, and the other 3 are among the 90 regional franchised contract lists. So we cannot look at it strictly as the 15 players who have international retainer contracts. We have 105 retained players across the region who we expect to be viable West Indian players.
And that was Cricket West Indies Director of Cricket, Miles Bascom. It's on that note that we end the DBS Morning News and Sports. Just to recap the headlines of the news, the Registrar of Cooperatives in Dominica issues an order placing the league under administrative supervision. Barbados' classrooms to get creative as education reform continues. French Prime Minister Sébastien Lecornu resigns after less than a month. That's the morning newscast. You could join us at 10 o'clock this morning for a discussion on full free movements, which started, of course, on October 1. We'll hear what Dominica has done and is doing. So that's at 10 this morning. On behalf of the News and Sports Department, I'm Ivona John Baptist Luge. Also on behalf of our Links personnel, Azari Williams, good morning.
A quick tip from the National Bank of Dominica Limited. Scammers may send fake emails or texts. Remember, NBD will never ask you to reset your more banking password or share your card PIN, CVV, or other sensitive information this way. Stay alert. Stay secure. When in doubt, contact NBD, your partner, your bank.
Rudolph Thomas Enterprise in Portsmouth, your suppliers of building materials and hardware products. Over 20 years experience in the business. Rudolph Thomas has lumber and plywood, Portland and tile cement, steel rods, galvanized and fence pipe. And Rudolph Thomas can meet all your wire needs. Galvanized roofing sheets, doors, windows, toilet sets, face basins, and bidets. PVC piping, fittings, and lattice. Check out Rudolph Thomas for ceramic and vinyl floor and wall tiles, nails, nuts and bolts, paint and painting supplies. And check out their line of electrical and hand tools. And Rudolph Thomas is your one-stop shop for hard-to-find items like fiberglass mat and fiberglass resin and welding rods. Go now to Rudolph Thomas on 1240 Bay Street in Portsmouth.
DBS